What up? What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. NBA Talk with Jay, Friday edition here, man. Trying to get some cash. As always, I appreciate everybody for tuning into the show, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Look at my guy, man. Appreciate you for becoming a member, man. Appreciate you for showing the support, my brother. Everybody in the chat, hey, if y'all like the show, hit the like button. Share the show as well with your friends and family, all that good stuff, man. Hope everybody had a great day yesterday, having a great week, all that good stuff. 6 games on the card today. I'm going to go through them to the best of my ability. I don't have anything official today, my guys. I'll let you know that right now. Got to go back to the freaking dentist today, man. That's why I'm doing the show a little earlier. Got an appointment at 11:30, so got to do that, man. Mom's in town, all type of stuff, man. Obviously, it's the holidays, man. So let's get straight to it here, man. Let's go over to the streets of Philadelphia in this one. Sixers land 8.5 points at the house versus the Toronto Raptors in this one, guys. Raptors getting 8.5 on the road. They've lost 5 straight to the Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers 4-1 against the spread, last 5 as well. This is also a double revenge spot for the Raptors as well. It's not saying that they're going to get it done, but they have lost both meetings this year, and the Sixers covered both of those meetings as well, man. Y'all let me know in the chat, what are you guys liking in this game? The Raptors aren't really good on the first half of back-to-back. For whatever reason, they're horrible on the first half of back-to-back, and then when they then on the second half of back-to-back, that's when they take care of business. So if we're noticing the patterns, that's usually how things go here. That's usually how things go with the Toronto Raptors and Nilsson, man. So let's take a look at their back-to-back so far this season. They had a back-to-back. They had a first half of back-to-back versus the Chicago Bulls, lost that one outright. Then they lost the next night versus Philly as well. They did win and won their back-to-backs. It was at the house. This was November 1st. Milwaukee Bucks, they won as a 4-point underdog, beat them 130 to 111, and then they lost their next game versus the Sixers. So it's crazy. The first couple of times they played the Sixers have been on the second leg of a back-to-back. This time they're playing them on the first leg of back-to-back, for whatever that means. You see what I'm saying? And they hadn't had a back-to-back since November 28th and 29th. They lost versus the Brooklyn Nets, and then they came home and beat the Phoenix Suns. So maybe things are starting to reverse here. This time they actually have rest this time around. I'll be honest, I do lean towards the Toronto Raptors here. I'd like to. My gut instincts tells me that the Raptors plus 8.5 is too many points here. We know so Batum is down for the Sixers, and then they might not even have Melton. I think it's really interesting to see if DeAnthony Melton plays in this game. As if he doesn't, he's one of those hidden type of pieces where he may not mean much to this point spread, but he means a lot for the Philadelphia 76ers, because outside of Joel Embiid and Maxey, they need somebody else to be that third guy. Sometimes it's Tobias Harris. Most of the time it's DeAnthony Melton, though, in my opinion, guys. So the Raptors have not been playing well. They're only 3-7 straight up and 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 games, but they can match up with this Philadelphia 76ers team here. The Sixers have been hot, but I feel like they've been catching teams in the right time as well. And also, I do think there's some merit to fading some of these teams that have a Christmas Day game. It's somewhat of a look ahead, right? You play this game, you're going to celebrate Christmas with your family and stuff, and then you have to head out on the road. The Sixers have to head out on the road, probably not like immediately after this game, but a couple days after. They have a Christmas Day game in Miami. Then they go to Orlando and Houston as well. So something like the Bucks spot last night, this could be a spot where the Sixers are just looking ahead towards. They know that they're going to have to get on the road. It's the last game of a 3-game road trip. I don't want to lay the 8.5 with the Sixers. I do think this is a game where, just like the Magic and Bucks game, where it could come down to the last second shot. Not necessarily last second, but it could be like a 7-8 point game with a few seconds to go. And then all you really need is the Raptors, which you can't really trust them to hit threes or timely threes. But something's telling me that I think the Raptors plus 8.5, especially with double revenge, especially with going up against their old coach as well, Nick Nurse. Remember, that's a little narrative as well here. I know Nurse wants to beat them, but the whole team, one guy wants to beat them, but the whole team should want to stick it to Nurse over there. No, you know what I'm saying? Pause. You see, that's what the new guys say here. They don't say no homo no more. They say pause, but I know they want to stick it to Nick Nurse. You dig what I'm saying? But double revenge spot, most times before they were coming off a back-to-back. This time they have equal rest. You see what I'm saying? I feel like the advantage is somewhat to the Raptors here. They're coming off a loss where they played the Nuggets really tough. Now you're going up against the Sixers, and you know what I'm saying? You're going up against another really good center in this game, my guys. So Sixers have been red hot, but I do feel like if we pick and choose our certain spots to fade them, it can be cash. So I'd heavily lean the Raptors plus the 8.5. at these lines, current lines right now, if I had a best bet, it'd probably be the Raptors plus the 8.5. But it's just something that like I don't even feel like sweating games, to be perfectly honest with you, my guys. It's not even that. It's just I got I gotta go to the dentist. My mouth's gonna be numb for like 6 hours. Family coming in town, all these type of things. But honestly, I'd like to go with the Raptors plus 8.5 as my play of the day, my guys. So that's definitely my top lean of the day. Just kind of a fade of the Sixers, getting ready for the holidays, going on the road for the holidays. And I do think that there's some substance to fading some of these teams that have a Christmas Day game, my guys. So Raptors plus 8.5 is the only way that I could look in that game, my guys. Let's go over to the streets of Brooklyn in this one, man. Nets are really starting to struggle. They were the number one ATS team for a little while there. Now they've dropped five of their last 6 games, and they're also 1-5 against the spread over their span as well. I know that they were coming off a 5-game homestand. In theory, now that they're back at the house, this is the first game of back-to-back for both teams. I'll tell you right now, if the Nuggets do get this job, if the Nuggets get the win, and then it's like a somewhat close game, and it's like somewhere around 10 points, you got to think that the Nuggets are going to rest some guys tomorrow versus the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, the Hornets aren't a good team, but you got to know that if the Nuggets do win this one, take care of business, and they're 2-0 so far on this road trip, they will be looking to get back to the house. So there's something to keep an eye on. Watch this game. Notice the patterns. Make calculate decisions, and we're gonna watch the Nuggets close. If they play everybody today, at least 2 guys are resting tomorrow, in my opinion. I think Murray and Jokic could possibly rest tomorrow, but I know that they go after wins. This will be a major look ahead spot in tomorrow's game. So I'm not doing a show tomorrow, guys. Just let you know, I'm gonna watch this game super close. It's even somewhat a close game, and the Nuggets win. Look towards the Charlotte Hornets tomorrow. You're probably gonna have to get it the night before, because whatever line it is, it's gonna change by the time of the game. So because Nuggets gonna be resting at least Murray for sure. But Nuggets are hot. They're 5-1 straight up and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games. The Nets, like I say, they're 1-5, the exact opposite. 1-5 straight up and 1-5 against the spread last 6. They came off the 5-game road trip. They came to the house versus the Knicks, got smacked up, and that was the game that kind of like, damn, are the Nets really struggling here? Because I thought that they could have done better versus the Knicks in this spot, but they didn't. They got smoked from start to finish, my guys. This is a revenge spot. The Nets, they went to Denver. This was a back-to-back after they beat the Phoenix Suns. We know back-to-back in Denver is absolutely horrible. They lost that game 124-101, my guys. They were never in it. They were down 7 at the end of the first quarter, down 13 at the end of the first half. It was never a game, but we know that they didn't really have a ton of gas that time around. So Nets got the Pistons tomorrow. Nuggets have the Hornets tomorrow. So this is a tough game to figure it out. I'd like to take the Nets here plus the 4.5, but this team is in a funk right now. They're in a rut, and I need to see them get out of it before I place my money on the Brooklyn Nets, my guys. So slight lean to the Nets, but I know that the Nuggets are the much better team, especially with Murray, Jokic, KCP, Aaron Gordon. I mean, they could just overwhelm this Nets team. Nets have some guys, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson. I'd like to say Cam Thompson, but I kind of saw something with Nick Claxton. He got mad at Cam Thompson last game, like, damn, bro, pass the ball. And we know that that's probably happening with the whole team. Cam Thomas can't pass to save his life. I know he wears the Kobe number, but come on, bro. You don't play defense or pass the ball? I don't like that. I actually like they were playing better when Cam Thomas is out. No, he's a bucket, but if you're not going to distribute the ball and you're not going to play defense, there's no point of you being out there. Your plus minus is going to be on the minus side. Yeah, you can score, but you're giving up points and you're not sharing the ball. So you're not being a team player. So maybe that could be the reason why the Nets are in a little rut. This line is a little bit short. It looks super easy to take to take the Nuggets, and it could be that easy. Slight lean to the Nets, but they do have things going on. Honestly, I'd rather Denver win this game by like 5 or 6 points, 7 points. It go down to the wire. And then I think the Nuggets might rest some guys tomorrow. And I know the Hornets are trash, but it would be a really good spot for the Charlotte Hornets tomorrow versus the Denver Nuggets. So that's something I'm kind of looking ahead to. I'll watch this game closely. I know that I'm not betting it. I look for the Nuggets to hopefully have a good game and win, and then be a little fat and happy, be ready to get to the house tomorrow in Charlotte, my guys. Let's go over here to the streets of Houston in this one, guys. H-Town got the Rockets here balling out, man. The Rockets, now they've been getting owned by the Dallas Mavericks. This is their time to smack the Mavericks up. They've lost 4 straight versus the Mavs. They've lost 8 out of the last 9 games versus the Dallas Mavs, my guys. For whatever reason, Mavs have absolutely owned them. This is the time, though, where the Rockets actually have the chance to get some get back here. They've lost 3 straight, 0-3 against the spread, last 3 as well. This is back-to-back home games. Remember, the whole world was on the Rockets in their last game versus the Atlanta Hawks, and ended up losing that game outright by 7 points, my guys. Now the Mavs are starting to decline as well. We know they were playing way above their head. Now they've lost 3 of the last 4, and they're also 1-3 against the spread last 3. You won't have Luka in this game. You won't have Derek Lively. You won't have Kyrie Irving as well. So and the Mavs are, I know what Luka did. Luka would rather go home and chill with his baby, man. It's crazy because he has that power. Like, I'm just going to sit this game out. Christmas coming up. We got a game versus San Antonio at the house. I'm just going to sit this one out and go ahead and go to the house. So I bet you Luka's probably not even at this game. I bet you he's not. But regardless of that, they do have a game tomorrow versus the Spurs at the house. Probably going to get a win there, but I expect the Mavs to lose this game. Now, I'll be honest. The 8.5 is a little rich. This line was at 2.5 before Luka got ruled out. It's went all the way up to 8.5. It's went up 6 points, my guys. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the Rockets finally put their foot on the Mavs' neck and was like, all right, look, it's our time to smack y'all up and win this game by double digits. We know that the Rockets ball out at the house. They're 11-2 straight up. They're also 10-2-1 against the spread as well at the house. So this is where they ball out. I really do think the under could be a good look here, seeing that the Mavs, the only bad thing is that they don't have lives. They don't really have a ton of paint protection, but the Mavs are going to struggle to score in this game. What do the Rockets do best at the house? That's where they lock down and play on defense and slow the ball up. It's not like last year they were running and gunning. No, Van Fleet slows the game down. When they're running their pick and roll and things like that with Şengün, have him at the top of the key, they're slowing the game down a ton. That's why you see the Rockets going under a whole lot this year, especially at the house. And I mean, with guys like Dylan Briggs, damn, we just got a new name for cuz. But Dylan Brooks out there, I promise you, I did that on accident. Rockets have went 3 straight to the over, but they played the Bucks, they played the Cavs, and then they played the Hawks as well. The Cavs, that game was crazy, 130-135 in that one, man. But some tells me the Rockets get back to their defensive identity. I'd lean to the under, and even though the spread has went up a lot, it's went up a ton. Like, it's lost a ton of value. I can't say take Rockets 8.5 when it was at 2.5 yesterday, but I still lean Rockets here for the simple fact that the Mavs this could be just like a punt type of game here. You see what I'm saying? But I lean Rockets 8.5, and I'd lean the under here as well, my guys. But it definitely have lost 6 points of value, my guys. So it's just, I'd hate for it to land like in the middle. You know what I'm saying? It's very possible. But Mavs could get smoked in this game. They really could. They really could. 3 games left here. Let's go over to the streets of Miami in this one. Heat. Man, they're 3-10 against the spread at the house. That's not good. 7-6 straight up, but 3-10 against the spread. For whatever reason, the Heat played their best basketball on the road. They're 9-6 straight up on the road, my guys. My phone is going crazy over here. I don't know what's going crazy. I don't know what's going on, but my phone is going absolutely bonkers right now in my pocket. The Heat have also been win-loss as well over the last few games. Only times they've won back-to-back games was versus the Charlotte Hornets, my guys. They're only 4-6 against the spread over the last 10. They hadn't even covered back-to-back games. I guess if we're noticing the patterns, obviously there's no Jimmy Butler. They got back Tyler Hero. They got back Bam Adebayo. I guess if we were noticing the patterns, it would say that the Heat are due to drop one, in my opinion, man. Hold on. Somebody didn't drop the huge tip in the chat, man. I appreciate you, my guy. He said, I won a huge game last night using what I learned from watching the show over the past couple of seasons. Thanks, my guy. I appreciate that, Morrow, my guy, man. Yeah, don't be like those guys like, oh, you messed up my parlay. Oh, one game messed up the parlay, and then they come barking at me. Stop doing parlays, bro. If you wouldn't have did the fucking parlay, then you would have probably went 3-1 or 4-1. That's why I want people to understand that, man. Doing a parlay is a losing proposition. If you got a 5-team parlay and you lost on the last one and you're pissed, but just think about if you played all those straight bets. I don't care if it was $10, $20, $30 a bet. If you paid them straight, you had a good night. You see the difference between that? Parlay 4-1 equals a loss. Straight bet 4-1 is a really good night. Even 2-1 is a good night. That's profit. I hope you guys understand it. I'm here to teach you. I'm here to make you a better, my guys. So it's cool doing a parlay, but you can't expect to win. You can't expect to win a rocket. You can't expect to win a parlay, my guys. So that's all I wanted to make sure you guys was that's all I want to make sure you guys understand, guys. It's cool to do a parlay, but think of it as like a lottery ticket. You see what I'm saying? You can't expect to win. It's cool, small to win a lot. But the odds are against you. That's why it's like plus 1,000 odds and shit like that. Because that's the chances that your ass is gonna win. You see what I'm saying? Like a 10%. I'm just trying to help, guys. When I stopped doing parlays, that's when I started making money. You see what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. That's a really good tip, though, in the chat. I appreciate you for that, my brother. But yeah, I guess the what's Ronald say one thing specifically, when the books see them as dogs or short faves, they don't get it done. Yeah, no, that's a fact there. I'll be honest. Maybe the Hawks are trying to turn the corner. Now, I don't bet the Hawks games because they can stink up a game and they can also come and ball out. Kind of said that versus the Rockets. I said, I'm staying away from them. It looks easy to take the Rockets here. Whole world's on Rockets. The Hawks went out there and covered a trifecta spot for them, against them. So you never know. But this is the first game of back-to-back. Hawks have the Grizzlies tomorrow as well. The Heat don't play again until Christmas, and I bet you Jimmy Butler's going to be in that time around. I'd lean Hawks here plus the 1. I don't like to bet their games. You never know what you're going to get from the Hawks, my guys. Yeah, I did see Scott Foster was in this game, but I don't know who he's in there for. But Scott Foster is on this game. But with these teams that have a Christmas Day game coming up, I do think that there's a little bit of a look ahead factor, my guys. So I'd lean towards the Hawks plus the 1. They might have turned the corner. This is also a revenge spot as well. They lost November 11th at the house versus the Miami Heat, 117 to 109. I believe that there was a back-to-back spot as well for the Hawks. No, they were coming off of that Mexico City game. That's what it was. They came off that high altitude game, then played the Heat the next game. They were laying 7.5. I believe Jimmy Butler sat out of that game, and they still end up losing the game by 8 points, my guys. This is a bounce back spot. This is a spot for the Hawks where they could possibly keep things going here. I'd lean Hawks plus the 1 in this one. Heat have a Christmas Day game on deck, my guys. Let's go over here to the next game. Couple more games here. Then I gotta go to the damn dentist again. Let's go over to the streets of Sacramento in this one. Really tough game. I'll tell you this. I had thoughts on all the other 4 games. I don't have many thoughts on these. Kings laying 3.5 at the house versus the Phoenix Suns. I don't know what to do with the Suns right now. Now, I'll tell you, and I said this last game as well, that the Kings are not the same team as they were last year. Personally, I don't think they should be laying 3.5 versus the Suns. Only problem is Suns hadn't been playing defense. They're without Nurkic in this game, so your defense gonna get even worse. They don't have Nurkic. I think Okogie is banged up. I don't know what's up with the Suns. They're 1-9 against the spread the last 10 games. I'm starting to take back what I was saying about these motherfuckers. I thought the Suns could make. Now I know we hadn't seen the big 3 yet. Beal got hurt in the first game. That was a big 3, but I'm kind of starting to take back what I said. I thought the Suns, I thought they could win their division. I thought they would win the Western Conference. I thought this team would find themselves in the finals. They got a long fucking way to go, man. 3-7 straight up last 10 games, 1-9 against the spread. It could just be that easy to fade the Suns until they start playing some damn defense here. Problem is with the Kings, this team is not what they were last year, guys. I'm telling you this. It's really important to notice the teams that balled out last year, and they're just not the same. It's like teams know exactly what the Kings want to do now. They want to shoot a ton of threes. When they're making them, they can blow out anybody. If they're missing them, they can get smacked like they did versus the Boston Celtics. You remember that game? No Jason Tatum. Porzingis came back. No Al Horford. None of that. Back-to-back for the Celtics off of overtime. It was easy for the Kings, right? No, they went out there and got smoked, trifecta style. You see what I'm saying? So this is the 5th straight home game for the Kings. They do have a back-to-back tomorrow versus the Timberwolves. So if the Kings do get the job done, I'll guarantee you I'll be taking the Timberwolves tomorrow. Suns, they do have a Christmas Day game coming up, but they've been struggling so bad. I don't know if you can look ahead when you've been playing so bad here, my guys. So maybe look towards the over. Neither team really plays a whole lot of defense, but the fact that the Suns already don't play defense and they're missing their center and Nurkic, I'm not sure what they're going to do here. Now, you know what they're going to do? Now, if you prop guys, if they start Me Too here, that's something that's going to be interesting because he got cut from the Kings. He's gonna want to come in here and ball out. So if they start Me Too, which if I know anything, I do think that they will. Me Too will be really good. Like you could possibly look at double. You could look at over his points, over his rebounds. I think Me Too, when you're going to play your old team that cut you, you're going to want to have something to say in that game. I think it's like Chimu Me Too, but Me Too. Look at, because they should probably start him at the center. That's actually a really good look there in this game. I wouldn't even care about who's going to win. I look at Me Too going back to his old stomping grounds, showing those guys up, man. That's exactly what I think is going to happen. What's his name? So he only played 15 minutes last game. What's his name? Chimizi Me Too. Look for this guy to have a big game tonight. Look for this guy to have a big game going back to Sacramento. Last game up. Let's go over to the streets of Golden State in this one. Warriors, land 12. Do I want to lay 12 with the Warriors? Hell no. Hell no. They're 4-9 against the spread at the house. Now, they're going to want to smack up Jordan Poole. The Wizards are coming off a tough game last night. This is their 4th straight road game. They do head back to the house after this. So this is the last game of a road trip. Wizards, low-key 4-0 against the spread last 4. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they rolled up and gassed up over there, but they're 4-0 against the spread last 4. You see what I'm saying? So, and I mean, I know they've been playing some somewhat weak teams, the Pacers, the Suns, the Kings, the Blazers. They just played who was in front of them. You see what I'm saying? They're still, 6-3 against the spread last 9 games. They played the Magic close in one of those games. They played the Sixers close. You see what I'm saying? Then they got blown out by the Nets and the Sixers and then the Pelicans. But 4th straight road game. It's a back-to-back, but it's not 3rd game in 4 nights because they had 2 days off before the Blazers game. So, honestly, I'd like to say I lean toward the Wizards, but I could see it going either way. Wizards could possibly keep things close. We know that Poole's going to want to come back and ball out here, but the fatigue could possibly sit in. I just don't feel comfortable laying 12 with the Warriors, guys. It's something that I don't feel like doing. They came off a big win versus the Boston Celtics, have had 2 days off. They have the Blazers tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? This is a tough game to figure out, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Maybe somebody in the chat has a better look than this. Jake says he likes Wizards team total over. Money Mars says Poole season tonight. It'd be better if Draymond was in there. See what I'm saying? But I don't know what to do with this game, guys. So I'm finna get out of here. My mouth is finna be numb for another. They did the bottom yesterday. My mouth was numb. I left here at 3:30. My mouth, I could finally feel the bottom of my mouth at 9:30, my guys. So I'm gonna be out of commission for like 6 hours here, but I gotta do it. It's something I gotta do. Deep cleaning, you see what I'm saying? All this shit, man. I gotta get wisdom tooth pulled out. All this shit. Not today though, but still gotta do some work on the top, man. But I don't have anything official today, my guys. I'm sorry. This is what I lean. If I had one top lean on today's card, it'd be Raptors plus the 8.5. I'm not sure what to do with the Nuggets-Nets game. I'd like for the Nuggets to look good and go all out in this game for it to be a close game so I can fade them tomorrow. Even though you've lost 6 points of value with the Rockets, it was at 2.5 yesterday before Luka was out. I'd still lean Rockets minus 8.5, and I'd lean the under in that game as well. And obviously, Mavs team total over could be a bad look as well. I'd lean Hawks plus the 1. I don't bet their games. I don't know when they're gonna throw up, when they're gonna have a horrible game. See what I'm saying? And use the bathroom all over themselves. I'm not sure when, but I do lean the Hawks here in this particular spot for the simple fact that the Heat have not put together back-to-back good games. They hadn't even covered back-to-back games in their last 10 games. So that's one of the things, noticing the patterns there. I do lean towards the Hawks and Elwin, and then Suns Kings. Chimizi, me too. Me too. Look at his props, man. I think that's a really good. Hope your dentist is a nice lady. I hope she's not. No, I went yesterday. No, it's guys there. It's guys there, but the dental assistants are ladies. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, but that's what I'm laying there. No real lane in the Wizards Warriors. Wizards have been playing a lot better. I can't trust the Warriors to lay double digits against anybody. I'm just sorry. This isn't the Celtics. This isn't really a get up game for the Warriors, but maybe Poole has a good game. But I honestly, best bet on the card might be that Chimizi Me Too. If he starts at center, look at his double-double, look at his points over, look at his rebounds over, guys. PRA, I think he's really going to have something to say in this game, as long as he doesn't get in foul trouble. So top leans would be Raptors plus the 8.5, Hawks plus the 1, Rockets 8.5 and the under, and then Chimizi Me Too. Double-double over his points, over his PRA, over his rebounds, all that good stuff. You need him to be starting, though, obviously. But with Nurkic not starting, some tells me that Vogel's going to say, all right, you want to start versus your team? Go out there and ball out, man. That's the show, man. It's all love. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. If you really do like the show, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If I had something that I was absolutely loving, trust me, I'd be an already betted. So if I had one top lean, it would be Raptors plus 8.5. But that Me Too prop, I ain't gonna lie. I think that shit's golden. I think it's golden, my guys. And I also wouldn't be surprised if the Suns won this game outright. It would not surprise me one bit. They've been struggling really bad. Obviously they need, and I'm not sure who's gonna guard Booker. It ain't no damn Kevin Huerter. I'm telling you that. I don't know who's gonna guard Booker. I don't know who's gonna guard Durant. I know they don't play no defense, but that game could just fly over the total because both teams are gonna be running and gunning, not playing a ton of defense. Whatever you guys decide to bet today, man, good luck with your bets. I hope you guys cash. Hope everybody has a happy Christmas. I will be back on Monday, a little Monday morning. I'll probably do a show like either Sunday night or Monday morning just for a little Christmas. So from now until the end, I'm going to be cooking up a Christmas play, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta smack it. I gotta give Christmas to myself and cash the play on Monday, man. It's all love. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. That's the show. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the channel as a member as well. If I do have a play tomorrow, I will be sending it out to the members, my guys. But I know that I won't be doing the show at all, man. It's all love. Hit the like button. We out. Let's get this cash, baby. I hope everybody has a great weekend, great day. Good luck with your bets, and let's cash, my guys. I'm out.